from the man who dots the R and crosses the T of the indomitable Congress for Democratic Change. Comrade compatriot Jefferson Tamakoji. Manta! Greetings to the young people across the 15 political landscape of our country, and deep down beyond the spines of men who have stood up and faced tyranny. Soon, and very soon, tyranny will be defeated. And the forces of good shall unite against the forces of evil. And so we see young brothers who have stood the tough years of time to stop autocracy, to stop authoritarianism, and to defeat the godfather of tyranny, Mr. Joseph Boaka. And so today we stand here before you, not in stupors, but to bring you bountiful greetings from the Yanti's family. Our sister Priscilla, Pan, Linda Yanti, and the rest of the family in the diaspora, the United States specifically, that have stood with our brother John Yanti. Today we are here not in our regular chemistry, but to set the stage, to provide direction, and to create a space for the Yanti's family to address the press. And we will come back subsequently to give marching order to the young people. You cannot treat tyranny with civility. The case surrounding the Capitol building was long cooked by Mr. Joseph Boaka. Boaka cooked the case. He came on the scene and he said it was Arson. He came on the scene and he said it was an individual who committed the act. Boaka started the investigation and Boaka ended the investigation on the same day. The police are following instruction from Mr. Joseph Boaka. Patriot must stand up. The young people in particular, history has proven that no other generation has stood up against tyranny than the young people. And so we encourage you to embrace your path. We encourage you today, we encourage you tomorrow, and we encourage you forever to embrace your path. We will come back subsequently to lay the foundation and let you know that the situation surrounding Brother John Yanti remain in space. The government is operating under the canopy of coercion and duress to extract statement from Yanti. It will surprise you to know that Yanti was brought into the country since the 6th of June. Yanti has spent over 11 days, a period of 48 hours for probable cause to be sent charge and to face his fate. It is sad that Brother Yanti has spent over 11 days to establish a reasonable period for probable cause. It's 48 hours. That's what we were told. At this moment, we do not know whether Yanti is in possession or is in the custody of the court or is in the custody of the Liberia National Police that is being headed by a murderer, Gregory Common, or the NSA. And so today, we are here to ask too many questions and demand answer because they have gone overboard and the young people are weary. We cannot wait to stampede ourselves into history. And this is the moment we want. We can assure you that the forces of good will always surmount the forces of evil. Boaka is powerless in his anarchy and his tyranny to overcome the people's power. We will and must and shall defeat Joseph Boaka. And the moment is now. So we'll provide a stage to our sister Priscilla. Lina is also here. Priscilla will take the stage and narrate the story. Priscilla was in the space when the Liberia National Police and the NSA was in the hall. When Yanti was taken from Ghana to Monrovia, being placed in the Leicester Hotel in Pinsville, and being under duress and coercion that they were giving 50,000 United States dollars. And Papa Yanti, a family member of John Yanti, also accepted an ambassadorial position so that Yanti can be coerced and so that he can serve as state witness. How low can the state go? How paralyzed can the state be that there is no justice in our country? Today, we stand on the pedestal of justice. It was way back in 2023 when Baka said he is standing for justice. In 2025, there's no justice. In 2023, Baka said he is against corruption. In 2025, there is multiplicity of corruption all over. They are eating up the government. And so there are still forces and faces that will move into history. And let me tell you clear that no security apparatus can undermine the will of the people. No guns, no bullets, no way, no tear gas can undermine the potency of the people. We will be there, we'll move into history, and soon, and very soon, tyranny will be overcome. Waka will be defeated, and the Liberian people will celebrate. At that moment, we'll come back. So we'll get the stage to Priscilla. This is not our movement, it's the Yanti's family movement. After that, the young people will be put into action. We know where Yanti is. We know where John Yanti is. John Yanti, we will forcibly take charge of John Yanti. If John Yanti is not released by the police or the NSA, we will release Yanti. And we're not asking for favor for anyone. We will move and release Yanti. And if it means our lives, so be it. Because the government have no evidence. The government have no evidence against Speaker Kofa and Lex. And so the government is manufacturing evidence on duress and coercion. How sad can that be? So get the stage to Sister Priscilla. Thank you ever so much. I should narrate the case and we'll come back to conclude finally. Thank you. Amanda.
I'm here represented by 3 families. As a spokesperson to the Yantis, the minds, the Wyden, that a hero was born. To every family, there's a hero. In our family history, I'm here to tell the Liberian people without fear and favor that John was brought into this country on the 6th of June, was taken to an unknown destination by the Liberian government, the National Police, Liberia, Makamula, the NSA. And John was brought not only but by his cousin, who is Ed Kofa Nyanti, ex-marine from the United States, is now using Alpha Keita. That's his name. So now with the government to bring John to Liberia, and they brought John on the 6th. And they kept John in the lifestyle hotel, unknown to the family. The family have been going up here and there, asking what is what. offered John the government in exchange for a job. He gave John life in exchange for a job. To go as a trade ambassador. He brought John, and there were a series of meetings that John should stand as a state witness for the government. And John told them, no, I cannot do such because I did not do what you say I did. And they promised him 50,000. They promised to take his wife, his child to Europe after his stay. And John told them, no. John had been insisting. And there were a lot of threats that if he refuses to stay, his life will be involved. We managed trying to call the crisis, and he admitted to the fact that he brought John. Nobody asked him to bring John. He met with the government. There was a deal to bring John back to the country. And they brought John, kept John for 11 days. Later he called that John is still not cooperating with them. So they brought John back to Central yesterday. And the family, I took the stand for my mother, I took the stand for my entire siblings, the entire family. For my family, up there in the US and around the world. I went there yesterday. And I met with them to get John. They brought John. The cousin could not give chance yesterday. He just felt he was playing with somebody, Suma. That John, it was an agreement, so that the agreement the king for said it was, is there any document to sign? Is there any agreement? I want to know. And he said, John knows and Benedict knows. I said, no. Right now, I dropped Benedict out of the picture and I need you to answer to me. So I said, I can't say anything now. So we go back into to meet the family because the family is not aware that John is in the country. So we are going back and we will come back tomorrow. I'm here. This government is desperate. This government is desperate. Crime that you have not committed, you cannot. John's life, the family life, are threats. Even yesterday, they make some threatening statement, but that doesn't move me. I'm confident. So today, I'm here to say that John is at Central. That more than 48 hours, you took somebody from Ghana and brought them to Liberia, keep them under hostage with all the family knowing their whereabouts, and only to know that you took him, transferred him to Central. They are not afraid. We need John. We need John. They need to produce John to go to court. If John is found guilty, fine. If he's not, he will be set free. If anything, 1990, I lost my father in the war. He was killed right in front of me. So I'm fearless. April 6th, I lost my oldest brother in front of me, Syncope Street. He was killed in front of me. I'm fearless. I lost a lot of family members. But I need my hero. I need my hero. I call on the international community. I call on the human rights society stakeholders that I need my hero. He should be taken to court. And then we move on with the case. So in short, that's the feedback from the family to let you know that John is under hostage. John had the endurance and the government to work along with them because he said that he's the only hope. If you ever heard Gregor Thomas saying that, we got see a series of evidence is one of them. And he's the major. He's the one that they're looking up to now. So I call on all stakeholders. I call on the international community. I call on the federal human rights for the life of John. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Again, we want to say thank you to Presidio Bank. And Lina is here. Lina, we will save Lina for now. But Lina has been in a space where there have been different discussions. And those discussions ranging from presenting catch to Yanti. So he served as stable. And Presidio, the space have occurred more than 7 different times. There have been different meetings. There have been meetings where even herself has been threatened. So not only that we are seeking justice for Yanti, we are also seeking justice and safety
For the family.
for the family. Because she have marked the podium here, she have informed you, member of the Fifth Estate, about what has been unfolding. There's nowhere in the world you seek justice through duress and coercion.
Nowhere.
So that means democracy no longer exists in Liberia. That means we now live in a year and period of tyranny. But workers should know very well that our society have a repercussion for those who thrive on tyranny. There has been history times over numbers that people who come to suppress and defeated. And I can assure you, Bwaka will end in a Hague. Joseph Yuma Bwaka will end in a Hague. And so, of the many conversations that have been heard, the meetings that have been attended, Linda and other people have been in the meeting. Today, Benedict Yanti and others, the space is that they are concerned about their life too.
Yes.
Because right after this press conference, we know that the police will be after them.
Yes.
The NSA will be after them. Because how dare you to keep someone for over 40? How dare you? What are you trying to establish? You can't cook more than you have cooked. There is no evidence. No evidence. There's no evidence against Speaker Kofa and the likes of other seditions. Because you can see it very clearly that this whole case has only been about the opposition.
Yes.
But you come to think about it, Because the foundation of this case, the capital building was in the custody of the police. The capital building was in the custody of the so-called majority bloc. What did they say? They said we have removed the speaker and we're taking charge of the capital. They were having regular activities at the capital building before they even go to IRG or whatever you call it. So that means the police also came and said they are in charge, because the police, remember terms that the police flogged opposition lawmakers at the capital building. How can we be in charge of the capital building and then you be beating us? It means that you are the one in charge of the capital building. So that means the police were in charge of the capital building when the building got on fire. So that the investigation should have begun with the police, and including Mr. Bwaka, who came and said people set the capital building ablaze. He was clear. If the president can come and say that there were individuals who were involved, then the president should be a witness. Why are you not investigating Mr. Bwaka? Joseph Iman Bwaka must be investigated. Because this case is clearly being seen as against, which is obvious, against the opposition. But like Mr. Bwaka said, he will do everything in his might and in his power, in his police, as he has weaponized the police. He is creeping towards the court as weaponizing the court. In the area as well, he said he will do everything to ensure that the CDC is crushed. But let Bwaka be aware that there are men around. That there are men around, Bwaka. We will defeat you hands down. You will be defeated hands down. In this case, it's just the beginning. You will arrest all of us and put us in prison. Yo! Bwaka be aware, man. Yo! He's coming for us. We'll come for you too. Yo! Open the prison gates. We want to enter. If you have the capacity, you can take thousands of us. We have no fear. We can never be coward. We can never be coward. And so we want to say to Mr. Bwaka and the international community is watching. We have written. The Youth League have written the international community. We wrote the UN. We wrote the United States Embassy and other diplomatic mission, informing them about the activities in Liberia. We have also written them about the way the police treated the chairman of the Congress for Democratic Change. The way the police might handle the chairman in a civilized society, in a space of democracy, that should not be tolerated. Who are these people? Where are they from? Are these people the same Unity Party that were here 12 years ago? But Mr. That if you treat Liberians this way and through the guns, you will be treated to the guns. You will be treated to the guns. And if you think duress and coercion is the way to justice, the same will be done to you. We know our life is at risk, all of us here. Our life is at risk. We don't know who the next person that will be picked up. But what we can guarantee you is that if it costs us to die fighting, we will die fighting. Yanti, God, John Yanti, you may not hear us today. You may not listen to what we are saying today because you're not in the. They are taking all of your rights away. Even the one that is guaranteed by the Constitution of 48 hours, establishing probable cause, reasonable period for probable cause, 48 hours. The government respects nothing. The government does not respect the rule of law. And we are aware that if the government does not respect the rule of law, we too, we will stampede ourselves into actions. Because we started with not respecting the rule of law, we will not do or not also respect the rule of law. If we try that, so we encourage the young people to embrace themselves. The Youth League will announce a marching order. Wherever Yanti is, if the police does not release Yanti in the next 24 hours, we can assure you that there will be unspecified consequences. So let Gregory hear that. Gregory will know that you are trained to kill, but we are also trained to defend ourselves. And whichever means that we can use to defend ourselves, we will defend ourselves. Listen to you when you said that Yanti was charged in absentia. How can someone be charged in absentia? The president is brought in the country since June 6th. You still holding custody of the president. While the lawyers are not allowed to take them. Why? Why is the Liberia National Police not announcing to the Liberian people that they have John Yanti in their custody? Maybe you should ask the press, you should ask the police, the NSA, the Joint Security. Because Bwaka said last night that by all costs, he needs evidence against Speaker Kofa elects. So if they mean to cope the evidence, they want to cope the evidence. If they mean to extract statement on it, they will extract statement on the duress of correction. But Bwaka, we can tell you that soon and very soon, the young people will dance over you. We will dance over you. And trust me, how many presidents can you gun down? How many firearms do you have to gun us down? How many water cannon and pepper spray do you have? We have nothing by ourselves. But we can assure you, if you shot one bullet in our midst, we'll protect ourselves. If there is a single bullet shot in our midst, we will protect ourselves. We will protect ourselves. If you ask us to explain how we will protect ourselves, in the same way you feel you have the latitude to undermine the rule of law and institute terror, we too got the latitude to do the same. So I want to say to you, thank you ever so much for coming. The Yanti's family security is at risk. The Youth League security is at risk. But don't worry, we can protect ourselves. We will protect ourselves. And like she said, we call upon the international community. At this moment, we call upon the international community to stop Mr. Bwaka from what he is doing. This is too much. There is already hardship. Children are not in school. The prices of goods and services has skyrocketed. Poverty is on the rise. We are already going through these social vices, and then you come back with tyranny. But like history says, whosoever that have used guns to suppress people, you know what the history has been. You know what the history has been. So Bwaka is making fun. The man can say, if he say, so don't tell Joe, don't tell. So Bwaka making a mistake. He must reconsider his decision because there is no evidence against Speaker Kofa. There's no evidence against Abu Kamara. There's no evidence against Destin Sibo. There's no evidence against the likes of those who in a better work of the Indomitable Congress for Democratic Change. So you put one popo in the midst of those who you arrested. And then you lie, you say popo get issued. You say, oh, okay, she got medical issue. You were asked. The Liberia National Police were asked, did you receive any medical information from any hospital? And said no. Then how you know that she got medical issue? How did you know that she has medical issue? So it was a whole scam. put one United Party president in the mess, arrest them, kill them to prison. Release the United Party president, don't let her go to prison. And she said, I don't know what's going on, what's happening to her. But if you have a professional police, that means the police will be spoken to by one health practitioner from a specific hospital. On the basis of the evidence, the police will act. But you have one boom-headed, one dim-witted, one confused and profuse individual who wouldn't believe in violence. Called Gregory Como. They say you keep on going, what do you call it, Harvard University or so. But he one of the preachers that he's from Harvard University. He's never from any Harvard University. Harvard cannot produce product like that. The foundation of where he said police administration is to protect left and right property. That's the primary reason you are all in this space here now. You just want to be passing around the whole warlord. If the citizens are afraid of the police and they are concerned about their health and safety and their property, it means that the police is now on course. So the police does not believe in protecting land and property anymore. The police believe now in suppressing and coercing people, coercive practices are the new order of the police. And Gregory, we're gonna show you. You see, you're complaining. We just pour your information out there, you're complaining. We hear now. We live in a community, we tell people where you live in, and your phone number, everything, and you complain, you say you protect yourself. We don't know how to protect ourselves too. You think we don't know how to protect ourselves? But because you feel you're living in heaven, all I hear them. And you're feeling because of joy in your community. We there, we in a community there where we live. We live there.